Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. And this is going to be another general, but I've got my Threads of Fate Oracle deck with me. And then I've got the Crow Tarot because this is one of my favorite combinations for reads. And yeah. Anything you might need from me is down in the description box below, including links to booking a private reading with me, any of my social media accounts. I have free guided meditations and things. What else? We now have memberships, or a membership. I'm going to add more eventually, but we're in the beginning stages. So I'm building out what that content is going to look like today and in this week. So yeah, let's get right into it though. I want to know what the messages are for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. Can you show me messages? What do they need to know right now? Ooh, did you see that? That was a little crazy. Hold on. It just like freaked out. Shadow and Dare to Dream. I will take it. I have the book out with me so I can actually read the descriptions. I love doing that personally. So Shadow, Dare to Dream. I know I've had Dare to Dream personally. For 42? 42. But Shadow I have not. Believe it or not. 40. Oh, wow. They're really close to each other. Interesting. All right. Shadow. This card indicates that diving deeper into your shadow at this time will be beneficial. It is through knowing our unconscious self that we find the root of our blocks, perceived limitations, and wounds. It is also how we come to know ourselves in our totality. We cannot reach our true potential without meeting our shadow and working with the parts of ourselves that we have been told to lock away or be ashamed of. This includes brilliant aspects of ourselves too. Not just perceived flaws. The truth is, your shadow is your greatest gift. That's so beautiful. I mean, instantly, I'm inclined to talk about shadow work, which is cool that it's coming out because my guides must want me to talk about it with you. I talk about it quite a bit on Instagram, if you're interested in knowing more. But I'm also inclined to tell you one of my limiting beliefs that I broke through earlier this year, actually a couple months ago, but I know it's going to sound insane to other people, but these are just limiting beliefs. But I grew up thinking that I was not intelligent, like I wasn't very smart. And that kind of like followed me through certain situations and experiences, and that kind of like really conditioned me to believe that nonsense. Whereas now I'm in a place in my life where I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I'm like highly intelligent. And I believe most of us are. We have that capability of being that way, but sometimes when we close that door of, limiting ourselves and we believe outside sources, that it becomes harder to perceive yourself the way that you actually are. So I don't know if that's something for anyone. Someone out there needed to know that, given like a good example of what that might mean. Dare to dream. No dream is too big for you. This card is an invitation to step wildly into your dreams, to visit them often, to ask them what they need from you. Despite what your current circumstances are, and no matter how far away you feel from your dreams, Spirit is telling you otherwise. We often neglect our dreams because we do not know how to attain them. But the process of going after them is a collaboration with the universe. If you show up for them, they will show up for you too. So this must have to do with something that's like really important to you, something that you've been thinking about for a very, very long time. In terms of a dream, and that doesn't necessarily have to be like a career dream. It could just be, you know, maybe your dream is to become a mom or a dad. That's still a dream, you know, but no dream is impossible. Although dreams tend to not really have logic attached to them, right? They can be very elusive in a way and very dreamy. Always gives me like Pisces energy whenever I think about having big dreams. But the way I'm seeing this is that like letting go of the idea that you can't go for the things that you want. Like, that's just nonsense. What is meant for you will always be for you. And your fate is your fate. Like, your destiny is, it's already been written. Let's go deeper with the tarot. Can you tell me more about these two cards, Spirit? Can you tell me more? Right away, Temperance. I feel like this is talking about healing inner wounds. Someone wears a necklace that's really important to them, that symbolizes something to them. I'm drawn to her necklace. That's like a first for me. King of Cups. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Scorpio. We've got Libra. We have the Five of Pentacles. Don't love that. King of Wands. I'm just saying that for saying. I don't have all the cards yet. We have really positive cards here. I could be talking to a male Capricorn. I don't have to be, though. This is just, it's more or less masculine energy. What else? What else? Wow. The Empress. You are fruitful. You are so fruitful, whoever you are. One more card. I'll take one more. The very right card. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I think that Spirit, like my guides are really just saying, like, go after it. What are you waiting for? We have the Magician at the bottom. I think that's like triple, quadruple confirmation. Like, you already have the tools. You have the resources. Like, what's stopping you is probably the limiting belief. And I don't know what that is. And I can't answer it or I can't make it better for you. But what I can do is encourage you to do some shadow work around your fears and around the parts of you that are scary and dark and really like unsettling, right? Maybe when you were younger, you had an experience that really solidified and conditioned you to believe this thing, like whatever it is. I feel like for some of you, it's a business venture. For some of you, it's going to be something that you used to do, but you kind of like put in the towel and put it to the side, but you really want to come back to it. And I don't know where that's coming from, but it's coming in. You have the King of Wands and you have the Knight of Wands. You know what this tells me? Action, action, action. Actions are really important. For you, maybe it's inspired action, and that just means like, because we had the Magician at the bottom, when it comes to manifestation, you are making a gentle offering and asking the universe for the thing, but then you put in inspired actions towards that thing, whether that be through your mental state, through your physical state, through your emotional state, like just talking up about this experience you want to have, this thing you want to acquire, and or it's something that you want to fulfill you, whatever the experience is going to be. You can talk about it, and or you can put steps towards it. Like, for instance, if you want to own a physical business, that means you are taking the steps to put away money for a deposit for a physical store. Does that make sense? You're showing the universe, like, I really do want this. I really, really do. But it's not in the way of controlling it. It's just, I'm making the steps. I'm thinking about it. I'm talking it up. This is my process. Of course, manifestation is different for every single person. So there is no one way of doing it, and very much dependent on your soul. If you know anything about human design, then you'll understand what I mean by that. If you don't, then look it up. Might be a good idea. There's a sense of like, maybe, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but maybe there have been fire signs in your past experiences who have like undermined you, my bad, and or made you feel like you weren't capable of whatever this thing is, or you weren't like, oh, you can't do that. I wouldn't even bother. Like, oh, I wouldn't go that route. Like, give you maybe bad advice as a way to deter you. But they did that for a reason. They did that for a reason. You know why? Because they were threatened by you. I'm just going to say it. Yep. I'm going to be your spiritual bestie right now and say, fuck those people. Fuck them so hard. And what I mean by that is spirit gon' fuck them. Okay. Okay. We have Sagittarius, we have Taurus, we have Libra, we have Scorpio twice here. Actually, Sag twice as well. Libra twice. Wow. All right, cool. Taurus again, and then Leo and Cancer. Wow. Perhaps Leos are significant in your experiences or in your life, or even just like professionally of sorts. Whatever this thing is, can also be love. I feel like you're also emotionally invested in whatever this might be. I feel really called to just like clarify the Five of Pentacles because I don't love it. Can you clarify the Five of Pentacles for me? What is the Five of Pentacles for this reading for my Capricorns? All right. The Hierophant. Yeah, beliefs. Ace of Cups. Why don't you feel like you deserve? Maybe the shadow work for you is like exploring why you don't feel good enough. I'm hoping to add some other things to the membership as well. And part of that is like huge emphasis on community and spiritual work. So if anybody's interested in learning about how to do shadow work, I would love to spearhead that. Anyways, Taurus energy, like there's something that needs to come to light to you, but like something is dawning on you, or needs to dawn on you, or has, and you still didn't believe it. Yeah, you know what's behind the Ace of Cups? The Ten of Cups. Yeah, you do deserve whatever this thing is. Maybe it's a flow of not love, but like loving connections. Maybe you really want love in your life. I don't know why I'm like getting all sappy all of a sudden. Someone here really feels like they don't deserve to have reciprocal love. Oh, you're breaking my heart and making me want to cry. Oh, usually I'm so good about staying on track with reading, but I guess I feel very compassionate because I've gone through the same thing. And I know how it feels. And I want you to know that you're not alone. Oh, God. You deserve to have reciprocal love. You deserve to feel like you're a good person and that you're a good partner. You deserve to understand that perception isn't necessarily reality. You should also know that not everybody is going to see you for you and then accept you, but you can do that for yourself. You can be present and show up for yourself. Part of shadow work is once you learn these blockages and what keeps you from being open, then you can start doing the work to open yourself back up and to trust once again, to be vulnerable once again, but also to integrate what you learn. Integration is really important. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have a problem crying. I am quite an emotional person, but I usually don't cry on camera. So I don't know if the emotion just kind of came over me. I also feel does anybody suffer from like panic attacks? If any of you have been experiencing that lately, let me know. I'd love to send you some information about things that might help you, and or just check me out on Instagram because I'm always talking about these things. My intention on social media and my online presence is to help others through sharing my experiences and then sharing what I've learned from other people. And again, none of you know this, I'm a yoga teacher. I also really believe in helping others realize their own healing potential. And I really feel like you deserve so much more. Oh, wow. Well, this is a crazy read. Can I get some advice for my Capricorns? Can I get advice? Wow. Again, with the cards just flying out. Okay, we have three majors. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the Chariot. I think that my guides are giving you the go-ahead to really put yourself out there, take a risk, a calculated risk, generally speaking, and to be determined to really open yourself back up and do the work that's needed for you to be in a better place mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I think that this is what you're supposed to do. Like this is something that is divinely led. You are being led by the divine to be in this space right now. Like this is very important for you in term, yeah, because the Two of Wands is at the bottom. Yeah, this was planned. I think that you're supposed to open yourself up and to be a beacon of love and beautiful light. Well, I don't know about any of you, but I feel now very exhausted. And this was a lot. I almost feel like the King of Cups is very reminiscent of like the deep emotions and field of empathy that you have. And I must have been tapping into it. It's very hard to learn how to be a channel, especially when there's no like how-to book or like for dummies, you know? So sometimes I'm surprised by things that I channel and or tune into. So please have patience with me. And sometimes these readings, they linger with me, and I find more messages even after I've read and I've stopped recording. So it's like the depth of this tool for me is it's a lot. And I really could just be reading for a whole lot longer, but sometimes energetically it just doesn't work out for me. And or like I don't really want to be doing hour-long reads because that doesn't work for me currently. Maybe in the future I will go more in depth, or if I'm called to. So I just feel like there isn't anything for you to work on in terms of you being a good person. I think that you are inherently a good person, but there are certain things that you need to work through in terms of your shadow in order to create more space for more loving relationships and opportunities. Because the flow of love, it can also be a flow of abundance. It can also be a flow of wealth. I don't know what exactly it is for you. You know your story best. So, wow. But please dare to dream. All right, anything you might need from me is down in the description box below. I'm still running my contest. And yeah, so if you want to be part of my contest to win a free reading. So sadly, my microphone had just completely shut off because it died. And I was literally at the ending of this video. So if you would like to enter my contest, you can find the link for that in the community tab. There's a specific video that you leave a comment on, and then once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to pick 2 winners. One that wins the deck, and then one that wins the free reading with me. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with me and bearing with me as well. And I will see you in the next video. Know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.